guys, Kaylin at Open Mill Farm. Earlier today I did a video on how to harvest the dandelions and how to clean them after you've harvested them. Now I'm going to show you how to use the blooms to make dandelion fritters. Please keep in mind I have never done this before, and the instructions I'm going off of didn't have any measurements, which is kind of how I cook anyway, so I'm fine with that. But if you haven't watched the video on how to harvest and clean these, go ahead and watch those so you can see how I ended up here. These are my cleaned dandelion blooms. Based on what I'm seeing from the guy's instructions, you don't have to take the green off, which I find weird because in jelly you do have to take that off. It leaves a bitter taste. And some of the ones I was looking at the instructions actually said you could use the ones that hadn't bloomed yet. So we're going to try it and see how it turns out. You're probably going to kill me because most of the measurements, there aren't really going to be any. But I'm going to start with 2 eggs. I'm going to beat them in the bowl. And then the recipe that the guy showed the pictures of, he actually used milk, but I don't use milk, so I'm going to use a little bit of heavy cream. And then based on his pictures, after you've washed them, you just pop them down in the egg and milk mixture. And in his pictures, he just stirred them to get them covered in this mix. I won't lie, it's not very pretty. And I'm going to let them soak for a few to make sure that gets in through all the blossoms while I mix up the flour mixture. In his picture, it just said flour, so I put about that much in, and it called for onion powder, Creole seasoning, and then garlic powder, I'm making a mess. And I'm just going to shake that around and hope I don't sneeze. The Creole seasoning always makes me sneeze. I think I'm going to add a little bit more of all of that. And while I'm mixing this up, I have the deep fryer heating. It wasn't real clear on temperature on that either, so I'm just going to do it based on what I would normally do. And we deep fry in lard, so the deep fryer is full of lard. Okay, I'm going to say that looks good enough. And these have soaked long enough, so I'm going to get the camera moved over so you can see the deep fryer. The oil should be hot enough by the time I get everything moved over. And we'll pop these in the flour and then start popping them into the deep fryer. Okay, so the deep fryer is heated, my ready light's on. My dandelions are still in their egg mixture. I'm going to take my bag of seasoned flour and I guess just kind of let these drip a little bit and then stick them in. I'm not going to do them all at once, just in case I mess something up. And then it looks like he just shook them. Pull my fryer basket up. I have a plate already with a paper towel on it for when these are done. And then I'm just going to drop them on that. I'm gonna drop them in the oil and see what happens. Nothing was real clear about how long to let them cook, but I'm gonna just wait till the batter looks done enough on them. I'm gonna turn the bigger ones over. The little ones are staying the way they should. I literally have no idea what this is gonna taste like, and for all I know, it's just a joke to get me to eat nasty tasting flowers because the green thing is still there, but I have no idea. While those are continuing to cook, I'm going to go ahead and put the rest in the flour mixture since it looks like it worked right. I'm just going to drip them a little bit, add that glob to the bag. I've even got the itty bitty little buds that haven't opened yet. Those smell good. Alright, they're starting to look golden brown. I'm not real sure how clear it's going to be in the picture, but I'm going to pull this batch up, let them drip, and then I'll grab the camera and actually show you from above what it looks like on the next batch. Okay, I'm going to do this next batch while I hold the phone, so please bear with me with the shaking because I'm trying to look at one hand and also try to gather them. I'm just pulling them out of the flour mixture and kind of shaking them a little bit in the bag. You can see, kind of shaking to get the excess off, and then just dropping them on. And then I'm going to drop them down in the oil. And yes, I always make a mess like this with flour. Just is what it is with me. And then you can see those are the ones that were in the first batch, and they turned out nice and golden. I haven't tasted one yet or tried to feed one to anybody else. And these bigger ones on the other batch, kind of rolled them a few times to make sure both sides were getting good and done. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of afraid to pop one of those in my mouth in case they taste horrible. But we'll see, I guess. Doesn't seem to take them too awful long to get gold. Especially the little guys. Alright, I'm going to get ready to pull these guys up and let them drain. And then I'm going to fry up the rest, and then I guess we'll do a taste test and see what they taste like. Okay guys, I got them all finished up frying, and the only thing left to do now is to taste them. I don't normally eat flour, but I am actually going to taste these. Let's see if I can turn them so you can see. They turned out pretty. I like the way they look. The little petals kind of separated, but I have no idea how they're going to taste. I guess I'll grab one that was obviously open. Here we go. It's actually pretty good. It's not bitter at all. I'm gonna taste one of the little buds that weren't open to see if they're any different. I'm actually really impressed. Those are actually really good. So I'm definitely gonna recommend you try this. I'm shocked. I actually thought they would have that nasty bitter taste because I left the green on, but the instructions said to leave the green, but those are actually really good. So give this a try, definitely, and let me know what you all think. But remember, when you're picking dandelions, to leave plenty for the pollinators. Don't over harvest. Make sure you're getting them from places that do not spray, and leave plenty for the bees. But I'm going to stop this video here and go feed these to my family because I think they're going to be pretty shocked too. But thanks for stopping by, guys. This one actually worked really well. Bye!